play fake here on first down. Steps away. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Texans at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals, go!
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running game working thus stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL. It spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check contact, check contact.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
19 Lions. Warriors, 70. 18, Pioneers. No check, no check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On play action, they'll throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Cut my team. Cut my team.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Rams 14, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 4.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Rams have got it back.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cougar 19.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Let's go now.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Score, Rams 21, Texans 3.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
18, fight it, back in 60. Third, right there. Check smash.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
In motion, Patterson. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 3.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Check, Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Rig.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winging in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Avoids him at the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Back to throw now on first down. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Come on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Panther 11.
Now back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Just keeping the play alive. Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
He's going to go up top again.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A try here for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Rams 42, Texans 13.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 19 Lions.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is right down Broadway. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Slot man moves right. He'll drop to throw. Going up top.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Rams.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second and 4. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Okay, ready?
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
18, Pioneer.
On play action, they'll throw. throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Second 60.
Looking to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans come up with a late turnover.